morning. Thank you for joining us on AccuWeather early on this Memorial Day. I'm Melissa Constanzer.
And I'm Bree Guy. We certainly dress for the occasion. We, of course, want to honor all of the fallen, those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Though we also have our jobs and we have to track those storms today, Melissa.
Yeah, ruining the other part of this weekend, which is the unofficial start to summer. You can see the showers, thunderstorms still sliding their way through the southeast. I mean, Georgia and Atlanta, we saw the rain come down earlier. The camera just turning completely gray. Hard to see with this rain.
Yeah, it was a quick hitter. It was very hard hitting. Unfortunately, though, not quite done with the storms yet. Unfortunately, it's not the only area that we have to be concerned about for today. But you'll note further out west, a whole lot of nothing
along the Chesapeake. So the question is, do we get into the action? We have had a lot of thunderstorm activity even to southeastern PA as a new line reignites. First line, by the way, moved through New York City. Just some rain left over in through portions of southern New England. There are still more thunderstorms to come. So what you saw out there is not the finish of it. Cold front still off towards the west. This is going to ignite more thunderstorms through central Pennsylvania and slide their way on east. That's why we had the thunderstorm threat anywhere from Pittsburgh to New York City, Washington, D.C. Buffalo will have some potential for strong, severe thunderstorms northeast tomorrow. Thunderstorms out there this morning will continue to erupt here into the lunchtime hour, so we've got more activity pushing its way on east. And you can see the models at least indicating another round of rain in New York City, but there's still more thunderstorms behind it. Those are the severe thunderstorms that could have hail and tornadoes possibly. So as we watch that move through, that's going to bring that severe weather risk. It does move offshore into tonight, so this evening we'll be getting rid of it. But tomorrow morning, as this is gone, we still have the back part of the low, the cold air high up in the sky, moving in. Sunshine heats up the ground tomorrow afternoon, spurs up some of those popcorn showers and thunderstorms. A lot of places will just get a shower or two, but some places could have a rumble of thunder, and not everyone will get the rain. In fact, there will be some communities that manage to stay dry through your Tuesday. So it's hit or miss in places like Pittsburgh, also Columbus. You can see the I-95 corridor staying largely dry. Some extra clouds towards Boston and Portland as we still have that onshore flow before the cold front fully moves offshore. Baltimore, Maryland, we have the potential for more strong, severe thunderstorms as we head throughout the day. Tomorrow, though, you'll note, we are actually pretty quiet. 80 take you into the southeast because here we've had a lot of thunderstorms, still some of them severe.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of those.
Back to AccuWeather early, and thank you for watching on this Monday morning.
Now, the long holiday weekend is known as the kickoff to summer, and it certainly feels like it across parts of the U.S., filled with cookouts, oh, I'm getting hungry now, road trips and beach vacations. And the meaning behind Memorial Day is to honor our nation's fallen heroes. AccuWeather's Bill Waddell takes us to the tiny town that claims Memorial Day began in central Pennsylvania. And it's going to be quite toasty across areas, especially further south. Unfortunately, on the tail end of this front that we've been tracking, we could ignite some severe thunderstorms, though it's not going to be stormy all day. Just like you saw in Oklahoma City, the sun is going to be blazing at times in Dallas, which means the max UV index today is at an extreme. Please take all precautions, protect your skin, wear the sunglasses, do whatever you can. Well, happy Memorial Day. Unfortunately, we have some storms to talk about if you are planning on heading out and about. Fortunately, it's not going to be an all-day situation. The storms are going to start to turn a little bit more spotty, though still tracking that threat for severe weather. So heads up, some of these storms could pack a little bit of a punch. It's not just the stormy weather, though, that we have to be worried about. It's also the heat. Bring it on for sure. We're sizzling right now. I mean, AccuWeather real field temperatures are running past that triple-digit threshold. Anywhere where you're seeing these dark reds, I mean, boy, you're at 110 to 115 for what is actually feeling like outside, because you just can't go by those highs. We have to take it a step further and go with our AccuWeather real field temperatures, because it is going to be toasty. And if you're in areas like Naples, make sure you are taking precautions when it comes to your skin. Take all precautions of try to avoid the sun, seek shade, bust out the sunnies, all good good tips for you as that sun does start to come back out again. I know it was a stormy start in Atlanta, but it's not going to be stormy all day. Now, as we head into Tuesday, well, things start to quiet down. We're going to not see as much action here across the region. Could see a few pop-up storms there across Florida. But then as we head into Wednesday, more energy shifts into the southeast, and while we are fueling some thunderstorms here right along the I-10 corridor and through the state of Florida.
Memorial Day is stormy. There's no other way around it. Watch as that severe weather fires up, and some of the most concerning thunderstorms will be along the Interstate 81 corridor and then off towards east on the Interstate 95 corridor. So if you are traveling as we go through the afternoon and evening hours, this is going to slow you down substantially. That moderate area highlighting the risk for hail, which could be large and damaging winds. So we could see trees down and power outages, and isolated tornadoes are another factor here. So eastern Pennsylvania into upstate New York, also portions of Virginia, including Washington, D.C. Setup for tonight shows those thunderstorms still trying to move offshore, so it's going to be a little bit active, especially a storm system. Here we are watching some of that activity as we go through the afternoon, late afternoon and evening hours. These are the ones that we're watching rather to be severe, but of course there's going to be rain and thunderstorm activity ahead of it, so it's going to be a very tumultuous time until we get into the later evening hours, and that starts to slide offshore, moves through southern New England, some very heavy rainfall with it. As it clears New England tomorrow morning, I know some of you are still making the drive back to work, trying to get ready for school, and maybe you're coming from those beach communities. Fairly quiet out there. It's actually going to be late in the day as this cool air high up in the sky comes in over the Great Lakes. You got May sunshine, almost June sunshine, popping up some of those thunderstorms through the afternoon. They're hit or miss thunderstorms, so there's a little bit of activity.